Welcome to Bchm 120, Introduction to Biological Chemistry. We're going to do lab number 2, Qualitative Organic Analysis. We will not be doing Lucas tests for alcohols and chromic acid tests for alcohols. Right. We're going to start off with testing for solubility. We're going to use 3 known compounds: aniline, acetone, and benzoic acid. Solubility tests are done in sequence: water, then base, and then acid. If your compound is soluble in water, you do not need to check for solubility in the basic or acid solutions. Solubility in water. Place 1 ml of distilled water in each of 4 small test tubes. To the first test tube, you're going to add 3 drops of aniline. Set it aside for a while, and then observe. To the second test tube, add 3 drops of acetone. And to the third test tube, we're going to add a few crystals of benzoic acid. Make sure the contents are thoroughly mixed. We're going to set them aside for a minute or two. If 2 layers form, or if the mixture is cloudy, consider the compound insoluble in water. If a transparent solution results, judge the sample to be soluble in water. Remember to record all your observations. Right, we're going to show you your aniline in water now. Now your acetone. And now your benzoic acid. Record your observations. For each of the compounds that dissolved in water, test a drop of the solution on a piece of litmus paper. Record the pH response as acidic, basic, or neutral. First, you're going to test the acetone in water on red litmus paper and make your observations. Now we're going to do acetone in water on blue litmus paper. Make your observations. Now we're going to do benzoic acid in water on red litmus paper. And now benzoic acid in water on blue litmus paper. We're going to use our insoluble compound aniline and test it in 6 mol of NaOH. Our aniline compound was not soluble in any OH, thus we are going to try it now in 6 molar of HCl. Right. According to our chart, if the compound is insoluble in HCl, it can be either an aldehyde or an alkane. Now we're going to test silver nitrate tests for halides and carboxylic acids. We have two known compounds. We're going to use one bromobutane and benzoic acid. First off, in a test tube, dissolve 0.5 milliliters of one bromobutane in 0.5 milliliters of ethanol. Now we're going to add 0.5 milliliters of alcoholic silver nitrate solution. If no sign of a reaction is visible in 3 minutes at room temperature, warm the mixture in hot water. To ensure that the precipitate is a silver halide and not the salt of a carboxylic acid, we're going to add 0.5 milliliters of 6 molar HNO3 to the solution with the precipitate. If the precipitate does not dissolve, you have a positive test for the alkyl halide. Remember to record all your observations. Now we're going to repeat the process for benzoic acid. Record all your observations. We're now going to do the Beilstein test for halides. We're going to use two known compounds, your bromobenzene and your benzoic acid. First, we're going to take a copper wire and heat it in the Bunsen burner flame. After cooling, we're going to dip the wire directly into a sample of the unknown. Following, we're going to heat the wire in the Bunsen burner flame again at the lower outside part of the flame. Record your observations. Right. This was the bromobenzene. Now, we're going to do the benzoic acid. We're going to heat it once again. After cooling, we're going to directly dip it into a sample of the unknown. Going to heat the wire now in the lower outside part of the flame again. Record your observations. Now we're going to do a test for potassium permanganate test for alkenes. The known compounds we are going to use are cyclohexene and toluene. First, we're going to dissolve 2 drops of a liquid or 25 milligrams of a solid in 2 mils of water or ethanol. We're using ethanol. slowly add 10 to 20 drops of the potassium permanganate solution dropwise while shaking. In a positive test, the purple color of the reagent is discharged and a brown precipitate of manganese dioxide forms, usually within a minute. If alcohol was the solvent, the solution should not be allowed to stand for more than 5 minutes because oxidation of the alcohol will begin slowly. Record your observations. Now we're going to do the same with toluene. Remember to record all your observations. Now, we're going to do an ignition test for aromaticity. The compound we're going to use is naphthalene. We're going to take a small amount of naphthalene, right? And we are going to place it under a flame. I just want a little bit to the tip of the spatula. We're going to put it. Right? Observe whether a sooty flame is the result. Compounds give a smoothie yellow flame which have a high degree of unsaturation and may be aromatic.